So welcome back to the After the Review. During this time, I'm actually enjoying the Blue Moon Harvest Pumpkin Wheat, and it's a very simple beer. I'm not sponsored by them, just keep that in mind. We have a government warning on that side. The Blue Moon also provides a calorie warning right here. We also have 5.7 ABV. It's Blue Moon Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Real spice with real pumpkin brewed with that. So it's going to be our after sifter, and this after review, we're going to be talking about what you need to tell me. Last night we were able to speak with several people from, I guess, across the globe. I didn't ask them where they were from. I just don't want to be too specific. You know how you can't be too cautious on the internet. So it's currently raining here. It's very thunderous at the moment. And this after review, I wanted you to tell me what's going on and what is going on in your life. So how can I be here to help you? If you haven't seen this current beer review, it's beer review number 29. We discussed the Victory Brewing Company's Golden Monkey. It's triple Belgium. It has spices. It has some hints of banana in there, and it also has some other things. Information for that is in the description of that video as well. So if you like these videos, please comment, like, and subscribe. More content will come as I can build it and provide more actual capital and means to do so. So last night at the 30-minute mark, I honestly didn't believe that it would extend past that time, but it did, and it was a blessing from God himself. So as we go live for these after the reviews, please be civil in any type of statement that you make, and I'll try to answer them as to the best of my ability. I do not know everything, and I'm glad I don't, because it would be a stress on my heart. Wow, you can really hear the thunder. So what do we know? Recently today I saw a article that stated that a man is basically be charged with aggravated assault because he used a biscuit assault. We'll type that into Google and see what happened. Man accused of assault after throwing a biscuit really hard at ex-girlfriend. The WSOC Charlotte reported that. KRMG, WKRN News 2 reported that as well. Nashville man accused of assault with the biscuit. Nashville, Tennessee. It happened at the 2300 block of Murfreesboro Pike in South Nashville. Metro Police reported 45-year-old Jeffrey Carmerlin saw his ex-girlfriend in a car with a new boyfriend when he walked up and threw a biscuit at her face. This actually happened. Man, let's save our food for ourselves, okay? So I will, as we go back, you can find this at www.wkrn.com, and you can see it on their page. So essentially, we had this week, we had a man that would literally bit another man's finger off down to the knuckle, and we had somebody assault another person with the biscuit. Don't know much more to say about that. And tomorrow, our new kombucha, if you can see, it's let's see how we're going to do it. It's going to be right there, the jar there, and right next to it is another jar. It's our organic black tea. It's the tea that I'm choosing to use for my kombucha. It's a lot better than the China Lapsang or Lapsang or whatever you want to say tea. The tea that was, it gave this off-smelling flavor. So essentially, we can continue by going forward by using a different tea. Those bottles that you see, which are right back there, are going to be emptied and cleaned and then sanitized. When I get home from work tomorrow, I'm going to be brewing another batch and then bottling that recent batch of kombucha and putting it in a bottle so that I can refine my processes as I make kombucha here at home. This is a delicious beer itself, Blue Moon Harvest Pumpkin Wheat. It has this aroma that's just out of this world for spices and flavors. I'm not going to actually review this on the other side. I'm just going to use it as a weekly sipper. In other news, let us talk about what you want to see. So I don't expect many viewers as it was last night. Hopefully that some of you will come back and some of you enjoy this. Some people all across the world responded to that video, and I'm happy about that. 5 total people, and I'm hoping that they enjoyed themselves today as they were going through their lives. let's see, the censorship in YouTube is quite funny. I've been watching Steven Crowder. I've been watching Ben Shapiro. I've been watching some other videos that just they fear that they're being censored, but I don't think they'll have a problem. I think most of them will be fine, and I'm proud that they will be fine because we need geniuses like them to be able to discuss problems that they see and do it in a non-hating manner. So I, on the other hand, get really, really heated, and I try to discuss problems. And at the end of the whole time, I find myself being bowled over and just wanting to fight somebody. So I am not at that level yet in my discussions. So in other words, we have streaming that's going on right now is due to the fact that I'm finding it easier to do a live stream for the after review instead of doing a edited video. I have to edit my videos on my Samsung S8 that I have that I recently purchased within the last year, and it's hard to do on a phone, but it's the easiest and quickest way to do it without spending a lot of money on video editing software. So tell me what's going on. If you watch this later after it is shut off from being live, just comment below and I'll get back to you in time. So let's see what else we have in other news. Other news, Trump's former lawyer pleads guilty to payments at direction of candidate. Michael Cohen admits violating campaign finance laws at direction of Trump. Heartbreaking end. Investigators find body of Molly Tibbetts in cornfield. That's a shame. Let's pray for that family. It's never a good thing to find somebody that has been missing and they wind up dead. Let's go to CNN first. What some would consider a left-leaning organization. I just want them to report the news as they find it. The worst hour of Trump's presidency. Let's see. Where's the collusion? Trump asked Anderson Cooper. Their website gets more difficult as you go on. And just, you can actually go into these websites and see what we're really focused on. Let's see, Rep. Duncan Hunter and his wife indicted in use of campaign funds for personal expenses. What's new? We've had politicians do personal expense use in a long time. Reported Trump aides wanted to deny Obama intel briefings. Opinion. Trump speaks perfect English. Insult should offend all Americans. I don't think it will offend all Americans because we have people here that are U.S. citizens that are struggling to speak that language, and I myself show and demonstrate the struggles of that language, and I was born here. So let's go back and we can look at Fox News. And again, go to these websites because I don't want people to think that I'm actually being biased by what I choose. One of the things that just is on all of them is that Molly Tibbetts' murder suspect is a legal immigrant from Mexico. That's what they state in Fox. Let's go back and see if they actually state that in CNN. We can see the leaning if they decide to withhold that information on the news outlets. Man leaves police to body, faces murder charge in Molly Tibbetts' case. You have to convert the body as Tibbetts. They arrested Christian Bahena Rivera, 24, and first discovery dashed out. Family who's had scoured in nearby counties. Rewards grew to nearly 400,000.
To tell you something important.
Yes, Samuel
It's
Jackson.
not going to be easy.
So Rivera, let's see. Nothing on the actual article for CNN labeling him as an illegal immigrant. So let's see. See if that's the same guy on the Fox News network. See if they're trying to paint a different picture. So, no, it's the same guy. Fox News paints him as an illegal immigrant. If he's living here illegally, then, we will have people go back and forth of the issue, and it's going to be all sad because her family's going to be left in the back burner because now they're missing their daughter who's no longer alive. So yes, please go to these websites. and find out what you can look at, and you can see what we have. So I pray for that family. I pray that they will find peace, and I pray that the right people will be in the Justice Department in order to find out whether or not that person did do it, make the right decisions, whether or not to send them and prosecute them in the proper way in the United States. So it's going to be one of those things that we fight over and over again, because we just don't know how to react. So that's why I pray for good people from both sides of the spectrum, people that lean really too far left and people that lean really too far right, and people in the middle. I pray for variety of people on our court now, because the thing is, you don't want an unbalance. You want people that will be able to stand up for you and also understand that there's people that disagree with you. So if there's people that disagree, too much unbalance is going to cause problems in ways that you don't even know. Man, is that a good beer? Wow, Chuck McLaughlin shared my post. Oh, thanks, guy. Yep, good friend. So sorry to speak your name out there on YouTube there, guy. But so needless to say, since nobody's really watching, I might be able to end this early by 11. We'll stay on here until 11 p.m. Eastern time. Beautiful storm that's happening, other things, other news. Hopefully promotion at work will happen, or a job that would be more suited for my family will happen. I enjoy the work that I do currently, but I need an income that will be able to allow my family to move forward, and allow my family to experience what's necessary for them to experience in this life. So I want my kids to be set up drastically more than what I was. And I'm not placing blame on anybody. I'm just stating that it's my responsibility to get my kids to a better point in life than where I am currently. So they're my responsibility. They're my responsibility to bring them up, teach them, let them learn, let them love. Let's see what else we can do. So in this share button, let's go to, there's no much more sharing that you can do, but it's okay. When I first started these beer reviews, I started harassing the people on my Snapchat, and I apologize for that, but it's the quickest way to replace. But I realized something: as long as I'm with my family, I'll be okay. I've yet to call the VA in order to confirm a rumor that I had, but according to the government is trying to take care of its vets as best as possible, and some people may disagree. But it also has to be in a fiscally responsible way. You don't want to give too much money out, because you have to make it last for those people that come after those people that use it. So what else? If I can figure out how to get my Shopify store actually running and actually providing more income, then I will do so. And that will be hopefully another passive income for me. But there's all these fairy tale stories over the internet of how to do this. And obviously they've done it because they're affording ads on YouTube and affording ads on Facebook in order to show you how. We all want to be able to be shown how to make our million, but if they're made their million and they're trying to show you how, that might also mean that they're trying to increase their money by showing you how. So not everyone can be a millionaire. It's just not possible. And if that's the case, then the value of our dollar will be way drastically low. I'm not an economics expert, but it makes sense that if more people have a lot more money, then the people that provide the products will be able to increase the prices. So to make it better for them. So in the news, I'm hopefully going to be providing videos on how to do certain things that I was taught as a kid. If I'm able to make it home, I want to be able to do videos on the where I grew up, what I've done. I lived in the middle of the Pennsylvania state towards the southern side of the state, and I was very fortunate as a poor white kid to have fruit trees, vegetables, animals nearby for meat. We went hunting, and simply, I can say that I've had a lot because of my geography and where I was located at the moment. So it's just, I was very fortunate for my life to have those items. So I'm going to share this one more time to see if I can boost this on Facebook. I'm writing currently live and rambling on Facebook. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at DadBod Refinement. I'll put a link in the description once this live video is ended. And as I'm doing this, I'm currently posting to Facebook because technology these days allows us to do these silliness. And it's pretty simple. My beer should be ready come Thursday. I'm going to ask the good friend of mine that showed me how to brew this if I have to wait another week for it to condition. But from my take in it is as long as you do all the steps, it depends on how long you want to wait before you want to open it, because the conditioning process could be very valuable, or it could actually hurt your beer if you do it the wrong way. So I'm excited to have these 52 bottles ready to go as my weekly and daily sippers, and hopefully we can, be able to enjoy it would be technically a lemon IPA. I used Mosaic, Citra, and Galaxy hops. We had 1 ounce of the cryogenic Mosaic hops, which is a concentrated version of the Mosaic, and 3 ounces of the regular at the end. We had Citra, we had 2 ounces of that, and 2 ounces, if I remember correctly, 2 ounces of Galaxy. So this after review may be very short because, honestly, if no one's responding, then there's a good chance that I can cut it off short tonight. So hopefully you'll enjoy this video when you watch it later. Other news, I was looking at American Military University, or American Public University, and AMU. Basically, you can go there, and it's American Public University. It's a member. AMU is the American Public University accredited through their system. And I'm looking currently to find out what kind of degree I could get. And this American Military University offers many types of degree: associate, bachelor's, master's, doctoral certificate, and they also break it down pretty interesting. They have their School of Arts and Humanities, Business Education, Health Science, Science Technology, Engineering, Math, Security, and Global Studies, and Graduate Studies. But in their master's program, what was really interesting to me was they have one that is basically an entrepreneurship Master of Arts, and it wouldn't be the right master to use for the path that I was going to do, because the Master of Arts can range from anywhere from 36 to 48 hours, and then dual degrees, 2 master degrees within a compressed time frame, range from 60 to 69 semester hours, 20 to 23 courses of study, with 1 culminating capstone experience. So, what would bring me back to where I need to be would probably be that entrepreneurship, because I don't know why I can't say that right now, but it's going to be very simple. It's very simple because, it's where I need to go. Someday I want to have my name on a bottle of good craft brew. And if I go in on that endeavor with someone else, obviously their name's going to be on it as well. And that could be represented in multiple breweries today. And I did a couple of reviews that were actually friends that came together. Victory is one of them. Firestone Walker is one of them. Many of them are friends that decided, hey, let's just do this and get it done. So 10 minutes to 11. And that's when I will decide to actually end this, because if there's no interaction, I can provide that later if necessary. So just comment in the comments below if you'd like to discuss any topics. So, and that's what the whole thing about this is that I'm asking you, tell me what you're thinking, what's going on. Because I personally don't know everything, and neither does anyone else. I see YouTube as a valuable tool, but I also see it as a tool that could be misused if the wrong people decide to hinder or put infringement on people. So it's just admirable to see the people that started out a couple years ago and now they're millions of subscribers. Breaking news on YouTube, what you want to see, what to know about Michael Cohen. Trump calls Manafort a good man after convictions. Paul Manafort found guilty on 8 counts. Mistrial on 10. Trump very sad about Manafort conviction. And so very Trump-focused on YouTube right now and all the negative things that are going on. Another channel that I started watching was the Joe Rogan Experience. It looks like it's on Powerful Joe Rogan Experience, JRE is the channel. And he's gleaning phenomenal amounts of votes in the videos that he does. He's straight to the point. Yes, he's vulgar, but he tells it how it is, and he respects people that tells it how it is. And he has people that go against his views and vice versa if they're willing to sit down and talk with him. So and that's one of those things that we should all try to strive for. But I was very happy about the conversations last night. Happy about being able to talk to a lady about Christ. Happy to be able to talk to a gentleman about whether God is a physical presence. I was very happy to pray for those individuals as well that also came on, the people that were hurting with their families. So I just, like I said before, I want to embrace people. So it's very, very hard to just sit here and just talk when you don't have anything actually prepared. Oh, I love that guy. Meditation is, I guess he got the scammer call for the IRS. How to make everything. This guy is just phenomenally just flying up into the YouTube ranks. I mean, wheat beer, crabgrass beer, and dandelion wine. Perfect pickles. Can you melt obsidian? Fear, Danicorn, peacock. Okay, let's see. I think I might have somebody. Preach. I don't know what that is. Somebody commented on the video.
You better be ready to lay us the
Oh, yeah. I commented on Steven Crowder's video and just, you know, happy to see that, you know. So, yep, I think he was replying to my video or my comment. It's whoever knows. But and I'm not going to try to piggyback off those people that are doing well. I can talk about them, but I'm not going to put links into their stuff because it's just they did their work, so I have to do mine as well. Some new stuff from Jimmy Fallon. Goes on from anywhere from 10 months to 6 days ago to 14 hours ago. Good Mythical Morning came back, which is a favorite of my kids. They pretty much put a ton of different things through coffee pot and just seeing if it would work and seeing if it would brew anything. Bad lip reading, anything new? Doesn't look like it. And then, of course, we have Donald Glover, phenomenally talented man that just I think is going to do great for this country. Don't hold me to those words, but I do believe that his talent is going to be good for this country. So Ben Shapiro, he releases a Sunday morning special every Sunday. And then, of course, you have all the uplifting stuff from America's Got Talent, the Brew people that I follow, and that's pretty much it. Of course, trending is not always what we want to see, but it's there. A Party Source review, and another phenomenal beer review people. So we got about 5 minutes. What is going on in my phone? Somebody commented on Reddit onto this, so let's see. Hopefully that means that they're watching somehow, but I don't see anybody watching at the moment. I have the courage of my convictions. The person commented on there, so let's just pull it up and just see what we have. I'm too lazy to pull Reddit ironically up on another one. So, somebody upvoted me. 4 views on YouTube. So, don't know how that works, but Reddit is saying that people are viewing it there, so that's a good thing. And pretty much it. But honestly, hopefully someday that this will be looked back upon as one of the, small but necessary steps in order to reach people for the better, If you think I'm wrong by trying to embrace more people or trying to reach other people, just let me know in the comments. We'll talk about it. I'm not that articulate with my words. Sometimes I'm actually stumbling on them a lot. Just because I was able to get a 3.5 GPA doesn't mean that I was able to articulate what I learned. Because one thing I do have is simply, I do have the ability to shove information in my head. So if you're watching this on Reddit or any type of other thing, just give me a like, comment, or subscribe, or give me a dislike. It's okay. Dislikes are good too. So let's see. What do we have? Oh, yeah. Just alerts stating that somebody replied to what I was stating. But I don't have any codes for this at this moment. But if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, there is a actual application called TubeBuddy. And they allow you to become an affiliate of them. So every time someone uses your code, I should set that up if I'm going to speak about it. So I'll stop here. But where does the live control room go? Oh, that's right. Leave.